Just what will we come across this time?
Welcome back, my loyal patrons. What can I do for you this time? You name it. Canned knowledge, supplies, or anything else you need. I'll find a way to get it. Where there's a waterfall of Mora, there's a way.
Can you really get us anything we want? Anything at all?
Aha! So it appears that canned knowledge alone is no longer sufficient for your opulent appetite. Then please, oblige me. Tell me what you have in mind. Oh! I knew customers with pockets as deep as yours. But you know, that kind of information isn't going to be cheap. After all, I had to work really hard to weasel my way into the auction site. Not to mention that if anyone found out that I was the leaker, I would be in big, big trouble.
But how can we be sure your information is accurate? Paimon's curious how you just happen to have this.
Because to me, anything of value is what I consider to be my supply. Therefore, I must always be aware of what's hot on the market in order to secure more sales. As for the information's authenticity, well, you've no need to worry about that. I used a camera to take a picture of the transaction. That way, no one can dispute it. It's always a pleasure doing business with such sterling patrons. Now that you've paid in full, here's the scoop. The Divine Knowledge Capsule was purchased yesterday by a certain Misery, the leader of Ain El Ahmar.
Ain El Ahmar? You mean the Eremites who worship the Scarlet King?
Ah, so you're already familiar with them. The group has done everything in their power to obtain the Divine Knowledge Capsule. After all, they believe it contains the power of the Scarlet King. That Divine Knowledge Capsule is unlike any other canned knowledge I've seen before. It was glowing bright red. The capsule is clearly visible in the picture I took. You can look for yourself.
Thanks for the info, Dory.
Please, it's my pleasure. It's all thanks to discerning customers such as yourselves that my efforts yesterday were not in vain. Please, don't hesitate to contact me if you ever need anything else in the future. Mora for Dory opens doors.
Well, we figured out where the Divine Knowledge Capsule is. It turns out it ended up in the hands of Ain El Ahmar. Let's head back and talk to Al Haytham. Al Haytham, we got the info you wanted.
Really? All right. Let's hear it.
Dory even gave us evidence to verify the intel. Have a look.
Huh, look at that. Clear as day. It must have taken some guts just to infiltrate the scene of the Eremites' transaction. but then to get close enough to take a picture like this. Bold move, Dory. Very bold move. All right. The person in this picture is indeed Misery, the leader of Ain al-Ahmar. And the glowing red capsule he's holding appears to be the Divine Knowledge capsule. In which case, if we play our cards right, when we confront them next week, we should...
At first, Paimon didn't get why you were provoking these Ain el-Ahmar guys. After we defeat them, we can finally have a serious talk with their boss and get them to lend us the Divine Knowledge capsule.
Thank you for your time and efforts. Take a few days off while I make some preparations. Let's meet up again on the... See you then.
Alhaitham sure is taking his time. Where could he be? Oh, there he is.
Sorry to keep you waiting. Let's head to the pier in front of Pharos Lighthouse.
Yep, let's go.
Alhaitham. I knew you were crazy, but I didn't know you were crazy enough to actually show up.
It was I who demanded that these negotiations take place. I was more worried that you might go back on your promise. But to your credit, it appears that you're sticking to your word. This is turning into quite an occasion. I also brought some backup. I assume you don't mind.
Backup? Aren't you the brat from the restaurant the other day? You've come to support this lunatic because he helped you out? Fine, your funeral. I'm not going to mince my words. Once we're done with you, you'll be nothing more than fish food. Get 'em, boys!
Uh-oh, here they come!
Think you can get away? Brace yourselves.
Illusion shattered!
Yahoo! Propagate!
I was hoping to get some commentary in.
Academia scum! Boss! Finally! Did you use it? Great! Now we can... Boss? Boss! What's wrong?
What happened to him?
We have to cut his Akasha connection, now.
Target acquired! Arrest him! Do not impede our work. Is that understood, Al-Haytham?
Of course. I was only trying to help.
Take him away!
World, forget me.
What in Tibet just happened?
It looks like he used the Divine Knowledge Capsule.
You mean the Divine Knowledge Capsule did that to him? Oh, yeah. You mean how some researchers go insane after getting
I've heard of numerous incidents of researchers in Satyavada life going insane. The state that this Divine Knowledge Capsule does appear to be linked to the gods, but beyond that, it doesn't. Did you hear what he said? World, forget me. What could that possibly mean?
If the mantra took him away, then that means the Academia got the Divine Knowledge Capsule. Still, Paimon didn't expect the Divine Knowledge Capsule would be...
As things stand, there is no reason for me to remain in Port Ormos.
Oh, we were so busy trying to find the Divine Knowledge Capsule that Paimon forgot to ask...
Truthfully, I don't. Lesser Lord Kusanali appears to exist outside of Sumeru's entire administration. Moreover, since the Academia possesses the Akasha, a symbol of our deity's wisdom, scholars have no reason to desire to make contact with the deity herself anyway.
Everything about Lesser Lord Kusanali is such a mystery!
I'm heading back to the Academia.
It's almost the day of the Sub-Zero's festival. Maybe we should head back too. We've been rushed off our feet over the past few days, so maybe a little rest and relaxation will do us good. Then we'll part ways here, Al-Haytham, until we meet again.
Now, do I deal with this thing first? Or should I produce the report that the higher-ups require?
Miss the Sub-Zero's festival, right? Let's hurry and find Dunyarzad. Paimon thinks she must be around the Grand Bazaar, since she showed us around there last time. There she is! Dunyarzad, we're back!
Just as promised, Traveler and Paimon. I'm so glad that you two came back to celebrate Lesser Lord Kusanali's birthday. Indeed. The festival's tomorrow. We've been preparing for so long that I can't help but feel a little nervous.
No need to be nervous. Paimon's sure that Lesser Lord Kusanali will feel everyone's gratitude.
Thanks, Paimon. I hope that everyone who comes to the festival will also have a good time. Speaking of which, did you manage to make your way to Port Ormos?
Of course we went. A lot of things happened there.
I see. Sounds like you two had another exciting adventure. If there is another chance, I would love to join.
My lady, if you went to Port Ormos in your current state, we'd both be in for a lifetime of trouble.
Dia! You were eavesdropping!
It's called covert protection. Keeping an ear out for what's going on around my employer is part of the job.
It's alright, Dia. I merely said I would like to go. I know better than to think my body could handle it. The festival's tomorrow. I've been doing nothing but causing trouble for you. So Dia, please take some time to relax. I'll be fine.
Even when you put it that way...
Don't worry, my guardian.
Okay, fine, but only tonight. Tomorrow's a big day, and many no-good scumbags are gonna try to take advantage of that.
Oh, you two must be exhausted from your long journey back to the city. My apologies for not realizing this sooner. I've already prepared a room for you to rest. Please follow me.
Whoa, you're so thoughtful. Paimon's so ready.
Here we are. It's also fairly close to where I've been staying.
It looks really
nice. Not at all. Just tell me more about your adventure.
That's Paimon's specialty. Paimon can tell you stories.
Oh, if you don't mind, how about we all walk around together? All of my friends will be working the festival. And Dia's still insisting on her...
Yeah. It'll be pretty hard to relax and enjoy the festival if Dia's constantly...
Then let's meet at the nearby bazaar first thing tomorrow.
It's a deal! Good night!
I may be too excited to fall asleep tonight.
Paimon started to really look forward to the Sub-Zero festival too! Will there be lots... Oh, no. Thinking about food is just... Did we oversleep? We should go meet Dunyarzad right away!
Traveler, Paimon...
Good morning, Dunyarzad. We must...
Not at all. I arrived early. Today is finally here. I must cherish every moment as if it were gold.
You've worked so hard for this day. You gotta enjoy it.
You know it. It's just that, as expected. Well, shall we? Many vendors came out of the blue to support the event, and they insisted on covering costs themselves. Let's go give them some business.
They paid for everything out of pocket? Oh, sounds like they're not in this just for the Mora.
They all said that contributing to a lively festival atmosphere is more important than money. Especially since we don't often get to celebrate Lesser Lord Kusanali's birthday.
Ooh, they're selling food over that way! Let's go take a look!
This is a stall offering foods from the Haftmewa feast.
Oh, you could tell straight away. I thought most people nowadays wouldn't know.
Mushrooms, flowers, and all kind of fruit? It's all vegetarian stuff. Oh, Paimon's a little disappointed.
Based.
So, what's the mentioned just now?
It's another Sub-Zero's festival tradition. People used to set their tables with 7 different foods. Generally speaking, the most common selections were foods like Rukkhashava mushrooms, lunar lotuses, Sumera roses, sunsettias, kapulatas, hara fruits, and zaytun peaches.
So, the Sub-Zero festival is a vegetarian holiday?
You don't have to be a vegetarian to enjoy the spread. We just use the 7 foods to symbolize the 7 virtues of the Dendro Archon.
Wait, but if that's the case, if Sumera uses vegetarian food to represent the Dendro Archon, then wouldn't the Pyro Archon's festival be full of food like roasted fowl, juicy meatballs, grilled steak? Oh, Traveler, we have to go to Natlan as soon as possible!
I hope your wish comes true one day, Paimon.
Thanks! Alright, how about we also check out some of these other stalls?
Dear customers, would you like to try your hand at alchemical divination?
What's alchemical divination? Those two things sound like they'd be fun to try together.
Right? I thought the same when I first heard about it. It is said to be a mysterious craft invented by none.
So, how does it work?
It's quite simple. After you give me any 2 alchemical reagents, I'll use them to perform a...
Sure sounds random.
That is precisely what we need. After the transmutation fails, your one and only diviner here will interpret the remnants.
Well, according to Lesser Lord Kusanali, everything is interconnected, and all that occurs can be traced back to fate. You could say this is a pearl of old wisdom.
Why does everything sound so much more credible when Dunyarzad says it? Are you guys working together?
So that's the true wisdom behind it. This young lady sure knows her stuff. So, how about it? Okay, one moment. It's the moon.
Paimon wants to take a look too!
Generally speaking, the moon signifies... It means... Wait a moment.
Is he really looking it up in a book?
Oh, I remember now. It means illusions and lies.
Illusions and lies? That sounds rather ominous.
Yes, but this book says that if you trust your intuition and overcome your fears, the sun will surely rise.
He's not even trying to hide his book anymore.
Naturally, fate will only ever show you the beginning of a journey. It is up to you to forge your own ending.
Oh, it's nothing. I'm just learning as I go.
Guess that was still pretty interesting. Okay, on to the next stall.
They say the Sub-Zero's festival was very lively a long, long time ago. Large flower carriages used to parade through the city. As they headed towards Port Ormos, people would throw flowers, candy, and liquor all along the way.
Dunyarzad's eyes are sparkling right now.
I wish I could have seen that spectacle. But if you ask me, I'm sure Nilou's dance of Sub-Zeros will be just as impressive.
Attention! Soldiers, fall into formation if you want any Yalda candies.
It's a weird guy with a weird hat!
Hey, it's Dunyarzad!
Miss Dunyarzad, the children love you even more than the Yalda candies. In the few short days it took to prepare for the Sabzeruz festival, the children have all grown very fond of you.
The Hallowed Knight of Flowers. It's an honor that you know my name.
Attention! In the name of Ferris, the Knight of Flowers, I commend you on your contributions to the glorious Sabzeruz festival. All right, little soldiers, take your Yalda candies and don't forget your loyalty to Lesser Lord Kusanali. Dismissed!
Yes, Knight Ferris! Just what is going on here?
Ferris, the Knight of Flowers, is another Sabzeruz festival icon, and one immensely popular with children.
It's all thanks to Miss Dunyarzad's sponsorship that the children can make such wonderful memories today.
As are we to you, Vihar.
Oh, not at all. Oh, speaking of tradition, do you want some Yalda candies? They're...
Whichever one,
That is the fun part. Each box contains a random...
Ooh, those all sound pretty...
And there's also Lizard Tail and Oni Kabuto.
Huh? What's up with those two flavors?
Oni Kabuto is a little spicier than Lizard Tail.
Dunyarzad, you tried them before? Traveler, help Paimon pick one. Paimon, it's alright. Paimon believes in you.
I also believe in your intuition.
Great. These boxes of candy are numbered 1 to 5 from left to right. Which one do you want? Excellent work. That is indeed Sunsetia.
Paimon bet you survived so many epic battles because you had incredible luck.
Attention! Here's your Sunsetia flavored candy. It's Knight of Flowers, not
Paimon really wilted the carriageless Knight of Flowers.
They all basically sound the same. We got our candy, so...
Oh, actually, I just remembered that. Can you come with me to get it?
Dunyarzad, you probably forgot
We're too late. Who knew the little lady was such an early riser?
I know, right? Hey, wait a...
Oh, that most certainly is. We're in luck. She's walking right into our clutches.
Those Eremites don't look like they're...
Who are you? I don't believe the Homayanis hired you.
That's right. We haven't received any of their...
They're a gang of kidnappers! Traveler, hurry and protect Dunyarzad!
Hey, did you scumbags even consider that the Homayanis might have hired a merc that outclasses you?
You're... Dia! Dia the Flame Mane! No wonder we mercs haven't heard anything about...
Don't speak so disrespectfully. My family...
Don't worry about it, my lady. Just some friendly banter between mercs. One punch and those rabid dogs will expose them.
Aren't your claws all dull by now? Don't get too cocky!
Traveler, take Miss Dunyarzad to a safe location.
No! We're gonna stay and help! There's too many of them! You're right. Alright, fine.
Please be careful, Dia.
Don't waste your time worrying about me. This is my job. Look out for...
Dunyarzad, are you okay? You look like...
I'm fine. My body always...
You sure you're okay?
I'll be fine after some rest. I'm more worried about Dia.
Yeah, don't worry.
My lady, traveler, found ya.
Dia! You...
Any more of them? Or rather, did anyone...
Dia, your arm!
Oh, this? I'm fine. It's just a scratch. Normally, they wouldn't have been able to land a hit on me at all, but I'm still getting used to this new greatsword.
Please, let me take a closer look.
Come on, it's nothing. Us mercs aren't as...
Hold on, you said something about a new greatsword. Oh.
About that. Well, I sold it, because I was low on Mora.
It can't be. The anonymous donation that was...
Hey, Miss Dunyarzad, I wasn't trying to make you cry.
Okay, making your employer cry won't affect your commission, but selling your weapon without permission and getting hurt? I'll have to reevaluate your performance.
You're so unreasonable, my lady.
Thank you very much, Dia.
Don't be like that. I get embarrassed really easily.
Are you feeling unwell again, Dunyarzad?
My lady, your condition...
Truly, I'm sorry.
Are you feeling better, Dunyarzad?
Yes, much better. Just give me a few moments, and I didn't realize you were concerned about it. I guess I shouldn't continue to keep it a secret. I was actually born with Elazar. It's terminal now.
Can't believe it's Elazar!
Oh, you've already heard of Elazar. In that, Sumeru's current medical advancements still haven't been able to find a cure. The disease's progression can only be delayed through environmental therapy.
Dunyarzad.
There's no need to be sad. I've always lived with Elazar compared to the simple fact that I'm afflicted with this. Its effects on my life have been much more painful. I know that my family loves me dearly. They've done all they can to provide the best environment for me so that I can live for that. Did you know? Before I ran away from home this time, the world outside of my home didn't even know that I existed. Since I was a child, all I could do was sit on my bed and stare at everything. I'm sure my family's worried and disappointed in me for running away, but I just didn't want to have any regrets. I wanted to meet other people. To me, there's nothing more beautiful than being able to meet and speak with others. Not to mention the incredible time spent preparing for the festival. The joy on everyone's faces here. And this way, when my final day does arrive, it will be less sorrowful. At the very least, many people will remember that I once existed in this world. Right?
As long as you don't forget Paimon. Paimon also won't forget about you. No.
Thank you two so much. I apologize for the depressing conversation. To be honest, Lesser Lord Kusanali gave me the courage to do all of this. If it weren't for her encouragement, I wouldn't have taken that first step. Thanks. There will always be frustrations in life, but I know that the point of living is... Oh, right! Isn't it almost time?
Huh?
Isn't the Dance of Sub-Zeros about to begin? Nilou will recreate that legendary scene with her most splendid dancing. And with that, my wish will...
Then what are we waiting for? Let's go!
Yeah, we should...
Were you not aware that the law prohibits this type of performance from taking place without—
Over there! Someone's yelling!
I think I just saw the Academia's Grand Sage. Why is he here?
But the Dance of Sub-Zeros is one of the key parts of the Sub-Zeros Festival.
if we can— The Sub-Zero's festival. The law also prohibits the private hosting of large-scale religious festivals. Only if you continue to resist, we will have to order an investigation into every single event organizer. The Grand Sage has already granted you much leniency. I advise that you exercise tact.
How did things— The Academia was originally responsible for the Sub-Zero's festival, but they failed this responsibility for many years. I need to speak with them. This is a hard pill to swallow, but you're right.
Art, dance. Aren't you ashamed of pursuing such frivolous and meaningless activities in this land of knowledge and reason? Our Archon created the utopia that is Sumeru City for all scholars who sought validity, verity, and truth, while people like you wish to defile it.
No. I believe that our Archon never rejected the arts. Even the goddess of flowers dedicated a dance to her.
With your lack of intellectual credentials, I do not believe you are qualified to debate with me. What you should be doing is finding workers to tear down this ridiculous eyesore. When we return, have the scribe draft an ordinance before the next Nyargarbaha Day that prohibits public art performances. We will announce it to the public later via the Akasha.
Understood. I will inform him when I return.
The Sub-Zero's festival. Go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's content.
Nilu, are you okay?
Oh, Dunyarzad. You all saw that just now?
Yeah.
Let's go somewhere the Academia can't find us and perform there. Or we could get people to block them off so they can't interrupt the performance.
Nilu, it's all right.
But you've been looking forward to the Dance of Sub-Zero so much.
It's okay. Seeing you care this much about my feeling, it would be too risky to continue the Sub-Zero's festival at this point. I don't want to get everyone in trouble.
If you say so. But you can sneak out for the next Sub-Zero's festival, right?
The next one. Yes. Okay, it's a promise. It will be a smashing success.
I can't believe this is how things turned out. Those heartless geezers.
It really is okay. There's nothing we can do about it. Still, I'd be lying if I said I had no regrets. I would have loved to see Nilu's dance.
A lot happened today. Nilu and Dunyarzad promised to make the next Sub-Zero's festival a success. But Dunyarzad is running out. Yeah.
All connections have been secured to construct the project has entered its most critical phase. Power has begun to flow from...
We're gonna be late! It's all because you wouldn't get out of bed! We should go meet Dunyarzad, right? Good morning, Dunyarzad. Sorry.
Not at all. I arrived early.
You seem kinda tired. Did you not get enough sleep?
I'm doing well. There's no need to worry. Shall we go? Let's start with the stalls over there.
Sure! Ooh, they're selling food over that way! Let's go take a look!
This is a stall offering foods from the Haftmewa feast.
You are quite well informed, miss. I thought most people nowadays wouldn't know.
They're all plants! Oh, Paimon's a little disappointed. Actually, what is the
It's one of the Sabzeruz festival's traditions. People used to set their tables with 7 different foods to symbolize the 7 virtues of the Dendroarchon.
Appear to be in the form of the moon.
Really? Paimon thought it looked like some kind of food.
The moon signifies... It's escaping me for now.
Is he really looking at...
Oh, right. It means illusions and lies. But if you trust your intuition and overcome your fears, the sun will surely rise.
Understood. I'll keep that in mind.
Oh, it's nothing. I'm just learning.
Guess that was still pretty interesting. So, where to next?
All right, soldiers. Now that you have your...
Yes, Knight Ferris! What's going on?
Ferris, the Knight of Flowers, is another Sabzeruz festival icon and one immensely popular with children.
It's all... Oh, do you want some Yalda candy?
What's to pick?
It's...
Ooh!
And there's also Lizard Tail.
Ugh. Why are those... Traveler, help!
Great! These boxes of candy are numbered 1... Ah, excellently chosen. Number 4 is indeed Sunsetia.
Paimon bet you had incredible luck, and Paimon was right. Huh? Are you saying that you instinctively chose the right box? But now that you mention it, Paimon also had the feeling you'd choose the right one. Maybe we didn't sleep very well last night. Or maybe we slept too much.
Oh, sure.
Huh? Where are you going? A feeling of deja vu? Oh, Paimon knows what that is. In that case, Paimon also felt something like that. So, why'd you run here in such a hurry? So that's it! You're intentionally doing things you...
Welcome, you two. Are you here for lunch? What would you like to eat? Got it. You don't look like you're from these parts.
Coconut charcoal cake? Isn't it that... Oh, Paimon understands what you're... That thing... isn't this going a bit too far? How was it? The look on your face is telling Paimon that it tasted awful. Then, you mean...
Ark.
That's impossible! We were just talking... So, would this be a case of taste bud deja vu? Paimon also gets the impression that we've been here many times. How about...
Nice graphics.
Hey, Dinyarzad is sitting by herself on that bench over there. What a coincidence, Dinyarzad. We meet.
Oh, I ran into some kidnappers.
Kidnappers? Oh my goodness, are you hurt?
I'm okay. Dia's arm got scratched, but it isn't serious.
Whew. That's a big relief. But
not at all. I've always been like this. Excessive physical exertion or strong emotions tend to aggravate my illness. Besides, no matter how amazing today may be, it is but a single day. After however many more days, my time will come to an end.
Paimon doesn't quite follow you, and Paimon feels like something's really got you down right now.
It really is fine. I don't mind. Huh?
Dinyarzad, have you ever felt deja vu?
Deja vu? No. But my days have been the same for years now.
Oh, Paimon sees.
It's almost time.
Huh? Time for
Nilou's Dance of Sub-Zerus is about...
With your lack of intellectual credentials, I do not believe you are qualified to debate. When we return, have the scribe draft an ordinance before the next Nyagarbha day that prohibits...
Understood. I will inform him when I return.
The Sub-Zerus Festival. Go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's content.
Nilou, are you okay?
Oh, Dinyarzad. It's okay.
But you've been really looking forward.
It truly is unfortunate, but I don't want to cause trouble.
True, but...
The next festival.
Wait.
No, nothing.
Paimon can't believe what those heartless geezers did! Maybe it really was because of exhaustion. Same here. Then, how about we settle in and get a good night's sleep? For now, we can chalk things up to exhaustion. We can do more thinking tomorrow.
Observing a modest drop in the output of Jnana energy, but values still remain within normal parameters.
Continue to monitor for variances in the data and find the cause as soon as possible.
Why does Paimon feel so tired after so much sleep?
Not at all.
Huh? Paimon thinks he's...
I'm doing well. There's no need to worry.
Great idea! Let's get going! Traveler,
It's all thanks to Miss Dunyarzad's sponsorship that the children can enjoy the Sub-Zero. Oh, are you interested in Yalda candies? I have some boxes of It's not that simple. Each box contains a random flavor. And there's also lizard...
Huh? What?
No problem. These boxes of candy are numbered 1 to 5 from left to right. Which one do you want? Oh, I like your confidence. No hesitation at all. Oh.
Paimon knew she always had incredible luck. Paimon's... What?
That couldn't have been luck. How is this possible? I packed all those boxes this morning. Mind reading? X-ray.
Tell us what's going on. Since when did you get superpowers? Traveler? Hey, where are you? What's going on? Did you see something? Us leaving Dunyarzad without letting her know is kinda rude, you know. What are you looking for? Traveler? That's... Look! That's... Isn't that Dunyarzad? What's happening here? Why are there 2 Dunyarzads?
You already know that this isn't your first Sub-Zero's festival, don't you? I'm sure you already know how to use this.
A knowledge capsule?
You should use it too, Paimon.
You know Paimon? Well, this... What the... This is our 20th time at the Sub-Zero's festival? Have we been trapped in a single day? If it weren't for you, we wouldn't have even realized. What the heck was inside that...
Your memories are still scrambled? Try your best to remember. This isn't the first time we've met, and I answered that question a long time ago.
Let Paimon think. Oh, it's coming back. Meeting you, what about everyone else?
Your sense of deja vu is stronger than everyone else's, yes? As for an explanation, you two received the blessing of Dendro. And you also have special, sensitive constitutions. It was as if a single sheet of paper was separating those memories from your consciousness. A familiar question. I think this is the 7th time you asked that. As you can see, she isn't doing well. You probably sensed it. That first Dunerzad is in front of you right now, and she doesn't have a lot of time left. Looks like you're almost done sorting out your brain. Oh yeah, I'm Nahida. Good, you passed the test.
What's happening? You can awaken our memories, and you seem like you know what's going on.
Everything in this world runs in a loop. This cycle is called a samsara. You, me, and everyone else are all stuck inside a one-day samsara. As for the truth, that's on you to find out. If you were told the truth instead of discovering it yourselves, it would literally blow your minds. I don't know how you'd be after that. I can only give you surface-level help, like bits of information and subtle hints. For the...
She looks like she isn't doing well at all.
If we can break out of the samsara, I might be able to save her. But as things are right now, she's just a small bird in the sky that's about to lose its last feathers. All I can do is raise a gale to delay her fall.
You sure love to use weird analogies.
Analogies are wonderful tools. They let you use existing knowledge to understand unfamiliar things. Okay, so, with what you know so far, what do you think the truth is?
We've already experienced the Sabzeruz festival many times, and... that should be it. The flow of time is endlessly... What's happening right now seems to have happened before. This feeling has been getting stronger and stronger. The moon, illusions, and lack. The moon, illusion... Grand Sage said, go celebrate the birth of that god. My mind feels exhausted, even though I... We've already experienced the Sub-Zero... What's happening right now seems to have happened before. That should be it.
A time loop. You've given similarly wrong answers in the past. A pity.
Still the wrong answer? Paimon thought that made a lot of sense. It feels like time's...
A simple time loop can't explain some of the phenomena. You two are still missing a...
Dunerzad!
The Sabzeruz festival is happening every day, but that doesn't mean we can waste an infinite amount...
Let's think about our current situation. And to do that, Nahida rejected the idea of a time. Paimon's memories say that we've already done this many times, but let's go talk to...
Hey, it's you guys. I see. Did you come back to buy something? I guarantee the freshness of my Huh? What brought this about?
To put it another way...
What kind of philosophical nonsense? Didn't you know that no one dreams in Sumeru? Go so...
he actually has a point. Is this a dream? True. It's so weird that people here... Anyway, if this all really were just a dream...
Oh, it's you two. Was my divination so accurate that you felt compelled to compliment me in person? Ooh, I knew it! I told you, the god's divination is...
You're really excited about this, huh?
Help...
So, you're admitting...
Anyway, what kind of situation did you get into? Huh? Hold on a second. I thought you guys... What you just said...
I knew you weren't going to believe it.
Marvelous. Truly marvelous. I believe you. Recall the interpretation of your...
When you say it like that, the
I believe that the Archon's revelations are never more than vague hints. Anything more specific is beyond. The book only says, if you trust your instincts and overcome your...
So that's how it is. Looks like Fortune... We haven't made any progress. Who else can we talk to? Paimon remembers that we tried talking to her a couple of times, but she always thinks we're playing pranks on her. You think she'll brush us off again? Yeah, if we tap into Dia's strong... at this time of day...
I'm fine, my lady.
Perfect timing.
Paimon, Traveler, you came at just the right time. Listen, there was a dangerous Huh? You saw? Then why didn't you jump?
You want the Traveler to take Dunyarzad somewhere to rest up while you check to see if there's still any...
How did you know what I was going to say?
We need to say something convincing.
Dia sold her greatsword to raid...
Tell her, Traveler!
I didn't tell anyone about that. Including Miss Dunyarzad. You couldn't have known.
Alright, so this is the...
It's kinda hard to believe what you just told me. First, let me make something clear. Most of us desert dwellers might not be the sky.
She's quieter than usual.
Yeah, she isn't the... Her parents said that this is how she was like.
Huh?
I don't quite understand what you're all talking about.
My lady, are you angry? All right, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt since you knew about my greatsword.
I told you that it won't help to bring anyone here. We just wanted her to see the real
The real Dunyarzad? Where and who are you talking to?
Huh? I told you that you two are...
Hold on. Over there. Is that?
How?
Miss Dunyarzad, she's lying down here, isn't she?
Her condition's really bad, and she's...
I can sense her aura.
Do you believe us now? So, you think the sages are behind this?
Yeah, they've always been against us. Wouldn't surprise me if they're using the Akasha.
You have a point. Aside from the Dendro Archon, the Academia's sages are the only... Maybe there's more to the Akasha than we know. Right! Didn't you awaken our memories using some...
The Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power.
A gnosis could do that? No wonder the Akasha is so...
So, this Nahida...
She said, and Paimon quotes, the Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the
compiles the wisdom of the entire populace and grants knowledge to the people. Wait. I get the grants knowledge part. That's what people have always used the Akasha for.
Did she mean that the sages enter new knowledge into the Akasha? Oh yeah, that sounds about right. What do you think?
Okay, Nahida said, the Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to People in Sumeru don't... My mind feels exhausted. What's happening right now seems to have happened. Okay, Nahida... That doesn't sound right. Okay, Nahida... People in Sumeru don't dream. What is...
You mean the Akasha is causing our... When the desert dwellers set off on their quest for knowledge, a sage once said, compiling the entire country's knowledge. You think the Akasha pulled a 180 and is extracting information from... Who knows? The Akasha can put knowledge into our heads, so who's to say that it can't also poke around?
What's the point of doing something?
Just think about it. If you could combine the knowledge of every single person in Sumeru, then you can basically turn Sumeru City into a single massive brain. This hive mind could make breakthroughs in problems that even the smartest...
An excellent deduction. And the analogy comparing Sumeru City...
In that case, we should take off our Akasha terminals right away. Maybe that'll solve this problem.
Yeah, I was only wearing this for show in the first place. Didn't expect the sages to cook up such a conspiracy. Mark my...
How does everyone feel? Huh? What is it? Oh, that! Paimon knows what you're talking about. It's a single soft beep that sounds like it's coming from the Akasha.
The sound of a beep. Could it be a prompt tone for when the Akasha is operating?
That's probably an important clue. We weren't using our terminals, but we heard a beep anyway. Traveler!
I heard it too. Our ears aren't messing with us. There was definitely a... We took off our Akasha terminals.
Phase runtime has exceeded its expected length.
But we cannot lose.
Paimon remembers everything!
Good. You adapted quickly this time.
We definitely took off our Akasha terminals last night, but we still heard that beep. Why is that? at least confirm one? Oh, Paimon doesn't get it. Why would the Akasha go?
It's extremely difficult for lab rats in an experiment to understand why.
If we're lab rats, then what are you?
I guess I'm the moon.
The moon? Wasn't that the...
Anyway, knowing who I am won't help you get closer to the truth, so you should focus on other things.
Okay then. Dia helped us a lot yesterday.
No way she's using a Waster great sword. That's cap.
Ah, there you are. I've already taken care of those kidnappers. My lady, did you get hurt? What's wrong? Why are you both gawking at me like that?
You didn't get...
Huh? What do you mean this time? Why are you so surprised that I managed to get out unscathed? Those kids were amateurs. Shh! How did you know about my...
So Dia's lost her memories after all.
Anything strange? You already know that I got a new greatsword. It's as if...
You're saying that, although...
That's right. Both mercenaries and warriors heavily rely on muscle memory. Only...
Traveler, what do you think? Yeah! Paimon's feeling really hopeful. Oh, you're right! Earlier in the Samsara, something like this would have never happened!
I have no clue what you...
So you want us to take Dunyarzad somewhere else to rest?
How did you know what I was gonna say?
Whew, it's finally nighttime. Listen, Nahida, we found out that Dia got out just fine today. Do you think the Samsara has been broken?
Really? Good job on all...
Hey! What kind...
Tomorrow will come. Everyone assumes this is common knowledge, but how many todays has it been? Is it possible that today will be followed by yesterday? It's even possible that this entire world is a lie, and the history of the whole world has just been one endless Sub-Zero's festival.
Okay, no more!
That's why it makes no sense to waste your energy thinking about things you will learn tomorrow. Get some good rest. You know, use the bathroom and flush your anxiety dookie away. Huh? People always say they feel a sense of relief after they take a duk-duk. That's why I suggested you could try that.
It's so strange and so against common sense that... Paimon's at a loss for words! You were sounding kinda smart just a minute ago. Yeah. Even though it's happy and lively at the Sub-Zero's festival every day, it feels like it's been a long time since we've really gotten to relax. Let's go back to our room.
Continue the harvest, compared to what we stand to achieve.
still in the same day! Nahida, you already knew last night that we didn't break out of the Samsara? Why did you tell us?
Would there have been a point? You would have spent the night with new worries, with tomorrow still out of reach. In that case, you might as well rest within that brief moment of hope. An opportunity like that doesn't come by often, and I thought it might help you clear your minds.
Paimon thought that Duke did that! Whatever. Guess you were looking out for us after all.
Of course. In the time we've been together, you two have been everything to me.
Paimon's flattered and everything, but maybe you're taking things a little fast.
What I mean is, even though I had asked you to solve this puzzle, you two are still the only ones who can see me and sense my presence. In other words, if you weren't here, I may as well not exist. That's why you two have been everything to me. Get it?
Nahida's talking about confusing stuff again.
Anyway, that's enough chit-chat. So, Traveler, did the new clues yesterday help you gain a new understanding of the situation?
Huh? Why are you scrapping your previous theory? Oh yeah, you're right! Gosh, how did we not notice that? In a simple time loop, people's physical conditions should also reset.
So, what's your new hypothesis?
The moon illusions... The moon... Mercenaries rely heavily on muscle memory. The beep is a prompt tone for Akasha operations. We still hear... Okay, Nahida said... We've already experienced this... If all our memories of a day are erased at the end of that day, then we would unwittingly relive that same day.
Oh! Then the beep we hear every night could just be indicating the deletion of our memories. That's why when we wake up, everyone thinks the Sub-Zero's festival hasn't happened yet. It's already the next day, but everyone still thinks it's the day before. But muscle memory can't be erased. That's why Dia has been getting better at using her greatsword. Now everything makes sense.
A brilliant deduction.
Nahida,
It's
tell
wrong,
us if we're
though.
right or wrong.
To put it simply, it's as if you've mistaken a pyro crystal fly for a firefly in the night. You lost sight of its true nature because you focused too much on your perception that it glows.
That isn't simple at all!
Why don't you go talk to Miss Dia again? You might learn something new.
Right! She did help us find our latest clue after all. Let's go!
We don't have many more festivals to waste.
There you are. Really took me a while to find you.
As expected, Dia also didn't get hurt today.
Get hurt? Why would I? Don't underestimate me.
Well, you're still getting used to your new greatsword.
Huh. Truth be told, I also think it's pretty strange. It just suddenly felt so familiar in my hands and... wait a second! How did you know I got a new greatsword to begin with? I didn't tell anyone about it.
Traveler, could you explain the situation to her today? Paimon's gotten a little sick of doing it. Oh, that works!
What happened to you guys while I was gone?
Don't think too hard about it. Just take...
Alright then, let me get this straight. You're telling me that my body's...
Yes, your memory's being...
Then I'd have to disagree.
Oh? Why do you think that?
If we've actually been reliving the Sub-Zeru's festival day after day, common sense says my wallet should have emptied itself a long time.
Right! They could use the Akasha to record what everyone did that day. It's not very likely, but it's also not...
No, it is impossible.
You have proof.
You two are surprisingly serious about this nonsense. Come with me, Miss Dunyarzad. Please come along.
Paimon can't believe it's Dia who wants to show us something this time. 2 days ago, we were the ones taking her to see Dunyarzad.
This is it.
Huh? This is a...
See those marks on the dummy? Those are the result. Let's say the sages didn't replace it every day. Shouldn't it be...
That's true, but...
Then the sages would have had to reproduce every mark I left during... I'm a professional fighter. My martial school has always emphasized the force, angle, and entry point of each strike is calculated and deliberate. That's why it's just as they say. Each swordsman has their own unique style, and even the same swordsman can't make the same cut twice. It would be impossible to copy these marks.
Is it really impossible?
People often say that a camera's photo can never replace an artist's paint. The same thing applies here. At a mere glance, I can differentiate carved marks from the results of combat training. Whew. Hope that cleared things up for you. Hey, is this that new brain exercise game? Anyway, it's getting late. I should escort Miss Dunyarzad to Nilu's stage. See you later.
Well, back to square one. But at least we've reached some other conclusions. Yep, that's true. So... strange? Paimon feels like everything's... Huh? Leaving the city? You're right! It's really strange how we never thought it. Paimon can't believe it! Did we miss this because we're tunnel visioning too hard on her? How about we go back and ask Nahida? Nahida, we're back! You're back early today. Did you find something new? Sort of. We're mostly sure now that we're not in a time loop. And we also aren't in the real world. But at the same time, we have a new question.
Leaving the city. As far as I remember, you've mentioned your plans to do that twice before.
We did? But we don't remember anything. What happened after we talked about those plans? What did we...
Let me think. I don't think you ever actually told me what the outcome was. Oh, it's probably more accurate to say that, but you two sometimes stay out the entire night anyway.
It is true that sometimes we lose track of time during our investigations. Before we...
Really? That's kinda strange. In theory, I should have already awakened all...
Yep. Something here's definitely fishy. Our memories are back! About that...
Traveler, aside from your memories that were just restored, I have... Listen to it and you'll understand.
Can't go back. There are countless spaces here. Our Sabzeruz festival in Sumeru City is just one of them.
Traveler, you should be missing 2 days. It's time to carry out our plan from yesterday. Okay.
Why can't we leave the city?
Don't ask me. It's not like I can tell you anything. This is a direct...
I have a real emergency. My goods have already arrived.
That's your problem. Make sure you make a request in advance next time.
But it's not like you can just predict business matters in advance.
It looks like the Academia already announced a lockdown for... Let's go and question them. Hello, sir.
Here we go again. We just received an order that no one is allowed to enter or exit Sumeru today. They didn't tell us anything else. Angering me won't get you anywhere. If I had that kind of insider info...
It looks like he really doesn't know. If we can't get anything out of him, let's take matter... This is a good spot, and the guard has no... Huh? Why? Are you going to leave Paimon behind? But... What if things get really... Oh, Paimon knows that Paimon can't do much, but... Leave him... Okay. Promise Paimon that you'll come back as soon... And please... Memories! Traveler! Paimon would never see you again! Paimon waited for you for hours and hours at the city wall and you never came back! You promised Paimon...
Paimon, calm down.
Paimon doesn't care! Paimon wanted to go look for you, but you also said that Paimon should stay! Paimon was so worried and so scared the entire day! Okay. Paimon...
Okay. Paimon, can you... I see. Using two people's different perspectives.
After that, you left the city. Paimon kept her eyes on you the whole time, but then you... disappeared in an instant. No way!
What's your perspective, Traveler? You sure you... I guess that explains everything. You also lost your memories the last 2 times.
So, if we leave the city, our memories will be completely erased? It really sounds like something big out... But this way, we'll also never discover what's outside! Something like... a message? But how can we say...
Don't look at me like that. I'm not used to being stared at. Well... Okay.
Yep! 10. Here you go. What? Isn't this just an Akasha terminal? You made some little changes. Akasha terminals are already... To make something like this? Nahida, you really... Yep. I'll help you save the messages. It should be pretty easy to use. I just can't guarantee the user's status and signal coverage when... We'll never know until we try. At least we're Let's go then. Let's expose those... All right. Okay. See... That covers everything that's happened so far. Yes. Although the signal was choppy and had some interference, we still managed to receive... Okay, now that you understand what's going on...
Can't go back. There are countless spaces here. Our Sub-Zero's festival in Sumeru City is just one of them. I've entered another space. Before me are flowing sandstone and howling fish. Impossible and surreal sights. All these spaces are empty, except for the occasional ones that contain mute puppets rather than people. I can't sense any human presence.
That's one heck of an info dump. It sounds like you left the Sumeru City space when you set foot up, but everything looked completely normal when Paimon was looking out from the inside. There's another part here.
These spaces have been disappearing, one after the other, absorbed by something like a sun in the sky. And now, even the final... Behind me, a lot of spaces just appeared again from thin air. I get it now. Those spaces are actually...
Why did the message end right there? What did the Traveler want to say? What are those spaces? Probably because yesterday just happened to end at that moment. Oh, right. Paimon did hear the message. It should have come from after the beep. Travelers... Traveler, what do you think that final space could have...
All the bizarre spaces I saw outside the city, my impression is that each day in this samsara only ends. Was that space actually the real world? But...
Oh, so that's what it is! After the sound of the beep, the final space, the Sub-Zero's festival, also later on, Traveler also mentioned a bunch of new Paimon's head is spinning! Well, consider this. For all the horrors of the Archon War, so no matter how strange or spooky things may look on the surface, maybe all they point to in the end is a small and simple secret. Wow! The Archon War, huh? Hey! won't disturb you.
The dance of Sub-Zeros is about to begin. I'm going to go watch it.
Okay.
Okay then. See you later.
Have you figured it out yet, Traveler? Awesome! What is it? Paimon wants to know! Oh, wait, no. You're back! I've been waiting forever for you. Are you ready to take your Sub-Zero's exam and graduate from... Okay.
All the bizarre spaces I saw outside the city, those spaces remind me of... dreams. Like the one I... The moon, illusions, and... people in Sumeru don't... We are all in a dream. It isn't that the people of...
People in Sumeru think they don't dream, but the truth is the Akasha steals their dreams without them knowing it. And those spaces with no human presence are stolen dreams without their host. That would explain why they sounded so weird when Huh. So people in Sumeru do dream after... Correct answer. Now, how did you conclude that the Akasha... The Akasha relies on the power of... It is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. It compiles the wisdom of the... and it grants knowledge to the... Oh, okay. Those dream-controlling creatures in the forest also get their power from the Dendro Archon, right? That would But is stealing everyone's dreams really how the Akasha compiles their wisdom? Dreams are fantastical, complex, and full of imagination. People's brains are the most active when they're dreaming. In other words, dreams are rich but... So in other words, the complete opposite of how Hypatia understands... Paimon remembers her saying that the sages think dreams are foolish delusions, and the fact that no one dreams is a blessing from Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. The real story is that the sages from the Academia are using the Akasha to steal people's dreams for their own... Oh? By the sounds of it, you understand the current situation pretty well. So then, what about the Samsara?
Those spaces kept disappearing before my eyes. Those dreamscapes kept vanishing. But as soon as that beep sounded, more new spaces appeared.
Correct. The Akasha is keeping each person's brain in a constant dream state. Their disembodied consciousness is placed inside the collective dream of the Sub-Zero's festival along with everyone else's, while their now vacant dreams are harvested by the Akasha. No one is any the wiser as another day passes in the dream, and so people wake up to yet another dream about the Sub-Zero's festival. The dreams that belong to... So, this is like a dream factory, and the... Very good, Paimon. Okay, so that beep we keep hearing is actually from our real life... Alright, last question. Who am I?
They say that alchemical divination is the Dendro Archon's divine revelation. So then, if...
So you noticed. I thought that one would be the hardest question. That's why I put it last. That wasn't hard at all. Even Paimon guessed it. Now that you mention it, Nahida, it's funny. Thinking back to when we were asking all over the place for info about Lesser Lord Kusanali, Paimon didn't expect to meet you like this. Yes, those can wait until we're back in real life. On the other hand, I'd be happy to answer any more questions you... You asked me this question before. Now that you know this is all a dream, have you heard the saying, don't wake a sleepwalker? Likewise, your notion of reality and dream would be thrown into irreversible confusion. I couldn't expose you to that. That's why I could only give you very subtle hints and some suggestions. Firstly, this dream we're in is completely based on reality. People have already experienced the Sub-Zero's festival. Secondly, you're probably wondering why that's because people don't remember their dreams most of the time anyway. And in any case, their actual dreams are being taken, so whenever they wake up in this dream of the Sub-Zero's festival, they don't remember anything from their previous identical dream. That reminds Paimon. Traveler had a dream when we were in the Avidia Forest, but couldn't... Yes. Only after receiving the blessing of Dendro can a person gain the Dendro elements. Meanwhile, everyone else has no idea that they are in the Sub-Zero's festival Samsara, while their dreams... Deceiving the people of Sumeru with no regard for their safety. After we end the Sub-Zero's festival Samsara, how can the sages of the Academia... In the end, I'm just the moon. The real sun is long gone. A sun and a moon? Oh, we're out of time today! I'll tell you how to break free of the Samsara tomorrow. See you then. Nahida? Wait. Hey! What's wrong, Nahida? I'm afraid that what you're thinking right now is correct. Did Dunyarzad already disappear? The real Dunyarzad's consciousness has indeed disappeared. It can no longer endure the constant dream harvesting. Paimon can't believe it. Wait. So what if... She's actually something like a puppet, but not completely. The real Dunyarzad's consciousness could no longer keep... So another Dunyarzad appeared to replace her in the dream. Just like the grass and the trees, that Dunyarzad... But personality-wise, she's... Puppets are stiff, and can't copy a living person's vitality. After all, they're just there as filler. You know, speaking of which... The old Dunyarzad truly believed that she met you within her consciousness. And it was... Yes. Back then, her family was overly protective of her. No one cared about her personality or thoughts. I just gave her a little wisdom so she could look at life in a new way. So that she could be her own person. But even so, she's still... far from it. I'm still a long way off from being a real Archon. I couldn't even save her. If I were a competent Archon... Please don't beat yourself up over it, Nahida. It's the... I'm not beating myself up. Don't be like that, Nahida. To prevent more tragedies like this, Great, but... Although the Sub-Zero's festival dream is under the Akasha's control, only humans can... That means this dream belongs to a whole... Huh? Well, if this is someone's dream, then which means, with the power of imagination... Imagination? Imagination means breaking through, like when the server at the tavern brings a plate to you. You'd However, if you're the dream's host, and you become aware that you're dreaming, when you imagine gold and more on the plate, the dream will respond in kind. and the server really will bring you. But right now, our host is unaware that this is a dream. No matter how many times, find some way to make that person realize that they're dreaming.
How are we going to find them, though? And even if we did find them, how are we... After all, like you said.
It's extremely difficult, yes. But the only ones who can do it are you two. As for me, during this time, I'll be out of town.
Out of town? Are you going to that place full of dreams?
Yes. I want to try something. Hurry and go. Dreams are supposed to be fantastical, romantic, and full of...
Paimon's still a little... She was such a good person, with such a simple wish. But, yeah... Saving Dunyarzad is what kept us going this whole time. But we mustn't lose hope, Traveler. Paimon's wondering, do you think the sages would get one of their own to be the host of this stream? Feels like it would be easier to control it that way, no? Huh. That's true. Plus, the sages So, who do you think the host of the dream is? Oh, that would make sense. Ferris, let's go ask him.
You're back. You left in a hurry last time. Is
Everything's fine. Just,
an experiment? That came out of...
Could you make a wish?
You want me to make a wish?
Less questions, Mark!
Okay, my wish. My wish.
Oh.
I noticed earlier that she just doesn't seem like her... I've also wondered if the reason she asked me to be Fairest Knight of Flowers...
So, you...
When she placed the hat of the Knight of Flowers onto my head, what she didn't realize was that I'm not that interested in how everyone else feels. In that moment, I just wanted to be... Okay, yeah, that was a bit much. Felt like... Okay, I'm ready to make my wish. I would like Miss Dunyarzad to appear in front of me right now with a smile on her face. Here goes.
Please come true.
I'm gonna open my eye. Oh!
What?
Faki? Sorry, but only one portion of... Nice try, you two. Anyway, never mind.
Guess he isn't the host of this stream after all. Should have expected it wouldn't be this easy. It seems like everyone who knows Dunyarzad...
My lady, step...
That sounds like Dia! Oh, right. This is when Dunyarzad... Huh? But Dia can handle them! Hey, Traveler!
Oh, it's you. Great timing. Please take... Hey, this is my job. The homie Yannis pay me, not you. You... Fine, alright. Knock yourself out. Anyway, watch yourself.
So you got yourself some backup.
Feeling lucky today?
Inazuma shines eternal!
I'll be back.
There is no escape! Shine down! Torn to oblivion!
Traveler, were you just taking your anger out on those guys? You and Nahida both. Dunyarzad wouldn't want to see you two like this. Speaking of her, remember how during the first Sub-Zero's festival, before the Samsara started, she said it was because she had forgotten something. Okay, so Paimon's memory is working so far. Anyway, Paimon also remembers that she is staying somewhere around here. Yeah, even if it's only a tiny clue, it'll probably still... This is the place! It's rude to enter other people's spaces without permission, but... Hey! The windows are unlocked! Okay. Paimon's... This was only a temporary residence, so there was pretty much... Should we open it? Dunyarzad, even though she was also busy preparing, she must have wanted to give this to us as a gift if we hadn't found this book. But now that we know, we can't... Hey! Where are you off to now? It's Dunyarzad's puppet. Traveler? You must be exhausted. Come to think of it, we've been stuck in this place for a really long time. Heck, even the last time we were chatting happily with Dunyarzad feels like an eternity ago. Paimon still remembers when we were sitting here, and the way her eyes sparkled when she talked about Nilu's dance of Sub-Zerus.
There will always be frustrations in life, but I know that the point of living is not to leave behind any...
That was what the real Dunyarzad said, wasn't it? Does that mean...
Yes, Traveler.
Oh, so she's still just a puppet. But just now, how come... What? Where are we going this time?
If you continue to resist, we will... The Grand Sage has already granted you...
Oh. Traveler?
Traveler?
Traveler? What the heck are you... Wait, they're not reacting. Have they been scared? Oh, of course! If this is the... So they're just...
What is this? What happened to the Grand Sage and his entourage? Like I said.
Yes. The Greater Lord brought forth new Padisaras in...
That beautiful shade of purple. Aren't these flowers real
But didn't you just say all the real flowers went extinct after the god?
Yeah. What's going on? Huh? You guys are acting...
Hey! They disappeared! So Nilu's the host! What a surprise! Purple Padisaras don't don't exist in the real world anymore. It's just like the example Nahida told us. People assumed there will be food on a plate, and Nilu assumed there would be real Padisaras in the flower pots. So when you saw the flowers, you instantly... But if we want to end the samsara, we need the host to become... How should we make Nilu...
Am I dreaming?
Huh?
So I'm right. Is this Lesser Lord Kusanali responding to our celebration of the Sabzeruz festival?
Wrong guess, but you aren't completely wrong either. The point is, what made you think this is a dream? As far as you know, people in...
Yeah, but have you heard the tale of the first sage?
Ooh, sounds familiar. Dinyarzad...
Yep, but in the part you heard, his piety and wisdom were acknowledged by the Dendroarch. All kinds of spectacular scenes appeared in front of the first sage, as if all the knowledge in the world was being painted onto a canvas right before him. He was captivated. After who knows how long, he mastered all the knowledge he could comprehend. Afterward, he said to the Dendroarchon, "I miss my parent." The Dendroarchon smiled. The next, his wife lying next to him said, "You're..." In the end, the first sage took care of many disasters in Sumer.
So, the first sage was dreaming ever...
Yes. But his faith and determination were...
Paimon understands where you're coming from now. That's a really interesting connection.
I see. Well, it just so happens that today's Sabzeruz festival is almost over too. Since we're in a dream, let's make this final dance of Sabzeruz as beautiful as we can. The wait is over, everyone. I dedicate this to our god, the Dance of Sabzeruz.
I'd be lying if I said I had no regrets. I would have loved to see Nilu's dance.
Traveler. Oh, Paimon feels like she's been Paimon's head feels so... Paimon thinks it was... The Sabzeruz Festival! Have we finally escaped from the Sabzeruz? Quick! Take off your Akasha terminal! She's not in her room. What happened? Huh?
done, Traveler and Paimon. And thank you, Dunyarzad, for organizing the Sub-Zero's festival for me.
I'm sorry, who are...
Dunyarzad!
Oh, Traveler Paimon. I have something amazing to tell you. I just had a dream.
You're actually Nahida, aren't you? Paimon felt like Catherine was acting, and...
It's a really long story. We shouldn't disturb her. Her consciousness is still weakened. Let's chat somewhere else.
Let's talk about Dunyarzad first. It's such a relief that she's all right.
After we parted on the last day of the Sub-Zero's festival, I left the city and saw what the Traveler had described. Among the countless dreams, I found one that was once Dunyarzad could no longer bear the Akasha harvesting her dreams. Her consciousness began. Such a small fragment of consciousness can't last for very long, though, where both will gradually fade until I used all the power I had to keep her dying dream alive as long as possible. But it still wouldn't have.
So it looks like we did manage to save Dunyarzad in the end. And not a moment too soon.
Huh? Why are you two smiling so happily? I thought you'd be so moved that you'd start crying.
Both are fine. Everyone reacts to...
All right. You two must have a lot of other questions for me, right? After all, you saved my faithful believer. As your
At the Avidia Forest, there was this incense that made...
You also heard someone's voice, right? It said...
Yeah! So you do know! We've been wanting to...
It seems like the Traveler established a connection to Irminsul. As you two probably know, Greater Lord Rukkhadevata disappeared after the disaster in Conria. The timings of these events do line up.
A message from Greater Lord Rukkhadevata?
The Scarlet King? That god who died even longer ago? Some present-day desert dwellers still worship him. You probably just heard some of their conspiracy.
Okay, so what did...
I still haven't managed to decipher it. Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's residual consciousness in Irminsul seems to be contaminated with something that has a Many devoted scholars go mad as soon as they connect their consciousness. I've warned the Academe, but I believe this is the key to saving...
So the tree in the vision was Irminsul? Oh, Tainari also said that Irminsul... But even if you can't figure out what that...
The Traveler wasn't affected after coming in contact with that consciousness. I've never seen anyone like that. With you here, we may have a chance at deciphering it. No, we must decipher its secrets. I've already eliminated all other factors that might affect Irminsul. This is the only one left. This puzzle has life and death at stake. It could determine Irminsul's fate, as well as Tevat's. To be accurate, I'm using the Akasha as a medium to occupy Catherine's consciousness.
How did you do that?
Theoretically, I can enter anyone's mind as the Akasha is the legacy of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. As Lesser Lord Kusanali and the first Akasha Terminal,
My consciousness has always been linked to the Akasha. I've always respected my people's free will, so I've never actually occupied their consciousness. When necessary, I just borrow this bionic Snezhnayan puppet. Hold on. Did we just learn some deep, dark secret? So Catherine is... No wonder Paimon felt something was off about her. What about your own body? Why do you need to borrow other people's? That story begins a long time ago. After Greater Lord Rukkhadevata disappeared, at that time, I was young and weak. The sages kept me in the sanctuary. However, I do understand that they had hoped to find Greater Lord Rukkhadevata instead of me, a symbol of her passing. So, the sages basically put their new Archon under house arrest? How dare they! Why don't you teach them a lesson, Nahida? In some ways, they aren't wrong. Greater Lord Rukkhadevata was omniscient and omnipotent. Even after her death, the Akasha is still empowering this nation. And I'm still really far away from being able to call myself the God of Wisdom. Moreover, the Academia is also more proficient at governing this country. My existence has little meaning. Yeah, you got a lot of believers. Just look at the Sub-Zero's festival. Everyone who showed up truly loves you. Thank you for the kind words. But I honestly don't need physical freedom as long as I can connect my consciousness to the Akasha. Trying to find a way to save Irminsul is my life's mission and top priority. I will work on that, and try to live up to being a deity in the meantime. Every once in a while, I will also take up the duties of the God of Wisdom and enlighten a lost soul here and there. Doing all that should be enough. There's never been any big problems with the Academia's governance of Sumer. I wonder what caused them to go, even though the city's residents haven't noticed anything strange. I tried to do some investigating in the Akasha, but I couldn't find anything suspicious. And all the people of interest seem to purposely avoid wearing their Akasha terminals. I think they're deliberately trying to hide— Oh, that reminds Paimon! In Gandharvaville, there was a sage who had invited— Regardless, I need to first investigate the sage's motives, make things right, and punish them if needed. You mean how the Akasha— Yeah, it's been such a lot— It's not that no one noticed. It's more like no one cared. Misdirection? The sages convinced everyone to believe that being unable to dream is a sign of rationality, and even if the truth is that their dreams are being— With their propaganda in place, the sages can maximize their use. Besides, Greater Lord Rukkhadevata must have created the Akasha in the— Anyway, by now, even those who never use Akasha terminals find it too shameful and embarrassing to talk about their dreams. Got it! I hope my answers were— To be honest, maintaining Dunyar's odd— Oh, and you don't need to worry too much about the sage's activities for now. Go and get some sleep. What a relief.
Traveler? Paimon? Why am I here?
Maybe you were sleepwalking. You know you can't wake up a sleepwalker. We happened to walk by, so we thought we'd wait for you to wake up.
I see. Huh. I should visit my maintenance personnel sometime.
Illusion shattered!
Order guide you!
down! Ha!
Propagate! Scatter!
Solidify!
You called?
Gonna be epic!
Stabilize!
Brace yourself!
Here we go.
Solidify!
Take cover! Let's play! Everybody stand!
Lament! Worthless!
Here we go.
Stabilize!
Useless!
Solidify!
Let's play! Yeah.
Useless! Let's light it up!
fighting be faster?
This world is full of unsolved...
Team, assemble!
What is the situation? Illusion shattered!
Let's light it up! Shine down! No escape!
Time for takeoff. Here we go.
Shine down!
Our fellow gambler.
Yahoo! Let's play! Wouldn't gliding be faster? Have you heard the ballad of the treasure chest?
Gather!
Let's light it up! Teamwork is... Illusion shattered! Now you shall perish! There is no escape!
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
Solidify!
Shine down! Get out of here!
That's close.
Illusion shattered! Heartless.
Our fellow
Happy to oblige. Everybody stand back! Shine down!
Yahoo!
Illusion shattered!
Brace yourselves. Let's play!
There is no escape!
Sure, I'll play you another tune, but it'll cost you an apple.
Stabilize!
Yahoo!
Shine down! Ha! All the world holds dear is but a backdrop of constant motion. I stand before it, alone and unchanging.